After starting out the season with a losing record, the Georgia State Lady Panthers serve up a couple W's at the GSU Invitational. If Georgia State can slow him down, they'll be in good shape, but that's a big if. You know what, my father had sayings about ifs. He says, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his butt every time he jumped. Now, I have no clue what it means, but I think it means if Georgia State doesn't slow this guy down, they can be in for a long day. Media Day is underway here at Georgia State Sports Arena as we meet with a couple of new faces and a couple old faces and find out what's the big picture for this season coming up. I know you say you're the oldest. That's the who's the best athlete?
No, I'm still the best player. Yeah.
Better than your father?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely better than my dad.
The Panthers proved that saying to be true. The third time's a charm. It only took 3 games, but they finally get a first win in this beautiful new home of theirs. So if basketball is your favorite sport, if you like the way they dribble up and down the court, then this is your episode. With the regular season right around the corner, we got a little all access with the men's basketball team on Media Day earlier this week. Georgia State is far from home, but always repping. The Panthers opened up the MGM Grand main event tournament with a blowout win over Rice. The team continues to put on for their city and move to an undefeated record as the only Atlanta team in the tournament. For the first time in school history, Georgia State will host Leeds-McRae College for their second of 3 exhibition games. But these games are bigger than basketball. Georgia State has partnered with Panther Pantry, which provides meals for at-risk students. Their defense played well, but they were just on the field way too long. It's kind of like you playing spades. You know, you got Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce, a couple face cards, but your partner doesn't have anything. Rivals, Georgia Southern. So for the moment, they're popping champagne, baby. And you know who else is popping champagne? How about the new head coach of GSU men's tennis team? The atmosphere was great. Even, you know, the first kickoff of the game, the returner gets nudged out of bounds and the crowd explodes as if Ray Lewis just takes a guy out. So the crowd was ready for this game. I think the fans did a great job of supporting them, so atmosphere was terrific. Now, I definitely agree. DeMarcus seems much more comfortable this season. In the first exhibition game, he came out and dropped a 30-piece on Georgia Tech. 30-piece in a biscuit. There's always a Cinderella story in the NCAA. Thanks to this shot, the Panthers became one of the biggest stories of the 2015 NCAA tournament. I guess head coach Ron Hunter would say his son's a gift that keeps giving. In his first 5 years at State, Coach Hunter racked up the most wins in any 5-year stretch. Now, top prospects down south not only took a hard look at the Panthers, but they were transferring and committing to Georgia State also. You could see the turn the program was taking when GSU started adding 3-star athletes from Georgia, like Devin Mitchell out of Gwinnett County, DeMarcus Simons out of Beaufort, Georgia, and Kane Williams out of Douglasville, Georgia.
Since DeMarcus is signed here, that's the 3rd straight really good recruiting class that we put together. Those 2 kids that we're bringing in are really special, and even more importantly, Georgia kids. You know, and so I know there's no other school in the country that's got more Georgia kids than we do.
Coach Hunter announced the signing of 2 highly touted high school stars, Nelson Phillips of Warner Robins, Georgia, and Cavante Ivory of Stockbridge, Georgia. Ivory is a 6'6" guard who averaged a double-double, and at one point he was ranked top 26th in the state of Georgia. Phillips is a 4-star prospect, currently ranked the number 5 player in the state of Georgia. He's the 33rd best shooting guard nationally. He averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals per game as a junior. Phillips was voted All-Region, All-Country, and Region A 5 Player of the Year. Georgia State is expected to sign 1 more player in the spring as Coach Hunter looks to replace both of his seniors, Isaiah Williams and Jordan Sessions, this following season. For Primetime Sports, I'm Justin Dewitt.